Morning, Kylie here. I just thought I've spent 20 years in this industry designing houses and things like that, but wasn't always in this industry. And my first renovation completely screwed it up. Had no idea, did everything wrong. Um, and I just thought I'd share that with you to just let you know that if you make a bit of a mistake, it's okay. And so what we did is we had an old Queenslander in Brisbane. It's 110 years old, and this was 25 years ago, something like that. And had no idea. We wanted a deck on the back. We wanted to open out some rooms. We wanted to, do some work underneath it. All the usual thing that was happening in Queensland at the time, and probably still is actually. Haven't been up there for a while to have a look. And we didn't know how to get. We didn't know if we needed an architect. We had no idea what a building designer was. We'd never heard of the term. And what we did was we asked a few questions. We ended up getting an engineer, thinking the engineer would design it for us. Engineer didn't tell us they didn't design it, and so they drew up plans. We got a builder who was a mate, also a big mistake, and it was just an absolute schmozzle. It really was, and we did a lot of the work ourselves. We had my ex-husband wanted to do a lot of the work himself, but instead of cutting sheets for wall paneling and stuff like that downstairs, he didn't want to do the extra work, so we had it all delivered into the house and cut it in there. Absolutely dust absolutely everywhere. And Queensland at certain times of the year, the old Queenslanders get a bit rat prone, and we'd wake up in the morning and there's rat prints all through the dust, which is disgusting. We pulled stuff off the walls without knowing if it was structural. We found the most amazing things. I mean, we found this one wall. It was a wardrobe. Of all things, it was a wardrobe someone had just cut in through a sidewall. It wasn't even finished. And that wasn't us. That was the house we bought. And it, like every stud, the stud of the timber bits going up the walls, every stud was like 300 mil apart. Standard's 450 to 600. Noggings, the bits that go across, dozens of those in each wall. There was diagonal bits in there. There was water bottles in there, all this shoved inside the wall. When we pulled out the stuff downstairs, the walls that were downstairs, there was a bathroom and stuff down there. Found old porn mags in the walls. Don't know what they were doing anyone any good in there, but that's what they'd done. We had this deck put on the back of the house that the engineer had designed, the builder built. Nobody mentioned to us that you couldn't actually walk down the stairs, because when you walk down the stairs, the deck actually hit you in the head. And this had been designed by an engineer, it had been passed through council, the builder went and built it. Nobody mentioned that A, it was illegal, and B, completely impractical. And so we, like I said, we did it all wrong. I tiled a bathroom myself back then. I had no idea about waterproofing. At one point I was 7.5 months pregnant in the hottest November on 7.5 months, 8.5 months pregnant in the hottest November on record at that time. And we had no stairs in and out of this raised Queenslander. And so I'm huge. I get gargantuan when I'm pregnant. And there's no way in and out of the house. So I'm trying to do ladders. The builder disappears and just doesn't come back because he's a mate. We had no contracts. We had no legal tie to get this guy back to finish our house. And the only saving grace to the whole exercise was that a friend had another builder who'd done a stunning job. He agreed to come over, and he'd show up even on rainy days. He would just stand under the house until the weather backed off a little bit, and he'd go out and do what he could, and then he'd just wait till the weather backed off a little bit. In 2 weeks he had the whole job finished. We had battled for, I don't even remember, was it 9-10 months to get maybe a third of the job done. This guy had it done in 2 weeks. And it was because of this experience that I ended up in the industry, because I was just like, oh man, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way, because we did it all wrong ourselves. And we tried to do a lot of stuff ourselves. We didn't do it well. We didn't know where to look for information. We didn't know who to ask for information. And yeah, it was a complete balls up. And so that's one reason that really pushed me to want to get into this industry, to want to give people information, is because I've screwed it up badly. And so I just thought I'd share that with you, and that if you've made mistakes in the past, that's okay, because we learn from those mistakes. And just ask questions. There are people out there that you can ask questions to. Building designers are a great place to start. A lot of people don't know what we're called, and I chose building design over architecture because building designers study the structure as well. And having had a quite extensive sales background, I couldn't sell an idea unless I knew how it stood up. That's just a personal thing with me. It's like, I need to know how it works. So I chose building design, and we actually do the majority of the residential design in Australia. People just don't know what we're called. So hang in there. If you've made a few mistakes, don't freak out about it. Just go and seek advice, keep asking questions, and you'll get through it. Renovations are hard. We did it the hard way, and they're emotionally draining, they're financially draining, but you'll get through it. So hang in there. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.